that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the
That sounds like a reasonable...
But it still exceeds the limits of...
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this...
I've been waiting for you for quite some time. We meet again, Master Proxy. I imagine you've already managed to gain some about some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an...
So you know about that?
Because I've been watching you this and I know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info. I need to find Bringer's belongings.
Bringer's belongings?
Oh, he did. All the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
Who do you mean by
The Exaltists, of course. They're always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice comes up. Actually, the Exaltists and I. But no more than that until you officially...
Alright.
Splendid. I like people who don't mess around. By the way, might I ask...
No, I can't.
As I expected. Not to worry. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the Hollows.
Hang on. What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridil. Lord Phaethon. Don't tell me you don't like him.
It's not that I don't like...
Well, if it's not that you don't like him, then that means you do like him, right? And I know exactly how you feel. My love for Lord Phaethon is really complicated too. Great, you're a fan of Lord Phaethon too. But that makes sense. All of New Eridu ought to be fair.
Fine, you're...
Then we're fellow fans! Wonderful. Oh my! Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself! I suppose...
Proxy, you're here too.
I didn't expect to run into you here.
What are you two doing here? And
I'm here to investigate that incident. I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity. So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her now that everything is completely finished. For me, it's just another. We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is... And who's this young lady?
this is my friend, Vivian.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hair's most powerful members. And Trigger, an opal.
You know.
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got...
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further...
You're going into a hollow? Proxy, you...
Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit.
Huh. Aren't you that lady from before?
Hello.
Vivian, are you alright?
What's wrong, Vivian?
It's nothing. So then,
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you.
Don't tell me.
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad, I presume? Alright. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss A.
You aren't looking...
Okay, that's in return. I want you to take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable in...
Seeing as we were just about to go in,
It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were in...
It's fine. There's no rush.
Huh? Yeah, there really is.
It'll be safer with more people, and we'll find your missing item more...
Thank you.
So, what is it that you all plan to do here?
We are here to look for something too. Something extremely important. New Heritage future may well depend on it.
Mind the blind spot.
Adjusting for wind. Copy. Recalibrating. Can't catch me.
I'm on it.
it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore. What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
The target's weary. Ether vision activate.
Proxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location. Copy.
This is the place.
So, what?
A ring. I was excavating. Please, could you all help me find it?
Sure.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. I know it might sound... I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag. A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seem worried for a while now.
I'm worried about Sienna.
Her location. Could the ring be in that gas tank?
Good thing this gas tank is empty. Her vital signs are gone.
What happened?
I guess this was her final. There's one thing. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. If it's okay, tell her... Don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, thank you.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this?
Yes. Because I saw... You might not believe me, but I've had to, but the things I see are always something bad. That's all I've...
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten.
prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. Sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you...
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nope.
If only she would just...
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry. Every time, in the end. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting or if my very existence...
Vivian.
You were just trying to be kind, and
I can tell it's never been easy.
Thank you. No matter what. I hope no misfortune ever happens to anyone. Roxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
That's quite the sudden question.
In my memory, this has happened countless times already. My only save is misfortunes. Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness?
Recalibrating.
Roxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
Ether vision activate. Right on cue. Quick shot. Bracing for wind. Target locked.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys...
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed. So this is the least. I hope everything else goes well for...
Master Proxy.
I'm curious about your story.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, but every time, without exception, they end up happening. That's all I have to say about it.
Why would I be offended?
I've always considered this ability.
It's not a curse.
Thank you. Well, it's getting late. Into the previous clues. What Bringer left behind is hidden inside a vending machine. Looks like it isn't in here. Let's try this vending machine. It might be the one we're looking for. Strange, there's nothing in here. This vending machine looks a little suspicious too. This is it, but I don't know what these
Well, hello? Oh, don't give me that scandalized...
I would have protected the proxy, even...
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion.
Hang on. Did you say...
Apologies. I didn't have a chance. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thieves Syndicate.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some...
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections?
I warned you before.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves Syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity... So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird... Your trust is Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships without...
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me... We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example, people from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own... Of course. Besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the... And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who If you ask me, that's enough to be...
I don't really agree.
No matter. Words inherently come, however. Aside from these philosophical considerations, as you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a... We share the same goal for the moment. How about this? If you still have he's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would... Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends...
Great. It's a deal. Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first...
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook.
How about it?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice cord. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I know.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into... I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family...
Then you've certainly come to the right. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, at which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does. I was hoping you could...
You want to join TOPS? That's easier said than done.
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us...
I understand. Yes, you have, but in exchange, you'll have to...
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with TOPS. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working...
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a fan... If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to...
You do make a valid point.
I appreciate...
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership? Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family...
As an outsider, it's a real...
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your...
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees.
Seems she'll do whatever it takes to get things done. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll come...
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel.
Father! We have to
Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure blood.
Hugo, did you...
Yes, it was I.
He admitted it! Father, he
has no right to live under the same...
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then?
Hugo? My children, how many times in this world only the most ruthless, cruel, and like Hugo here, who is willing to murder his only true loved one without only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be...
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place.
Father! Before this, I was number one.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest. This is all for your own good. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
That... So...
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was, you're a child that only brings misfortune. People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel hurt and resentful. Why do I only predict suffering? If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more? Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you. And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet. I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible. By the way, you asked me before about Hugo, but judging from his eye colors, I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge, and just like that, he moved from a leaky and draft, but he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I digress. After that, they formed Mockingbird together.
So, what's your...
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, even though he may say some extreme thing, I think one day he'll tell me his secret.